Fired on Mars episodes 3 through 4 just dropped on HBO Max, and this is a new, not HBO Max, Max. Again, never gonna get used to saying that fucking terrible name. I am reviewing this show week to week, and yeah, I really enjoyed these episodes. Spoilers for these episodes. So after the accident that happens last week, Jeff gets put in the tank, which we kind of get more of. Like last week, it was pretty much an indication that you die in the tank, but this is like, no, you literally die in the tank. Jeff dies. And Jeff manages to survive because his friend saves him, but he gets kind of dumped by his girlfriend, and his whole life kind of turns into a mess, and he goes into another depression and starts to try and fix his life and get it back in order once again, like he did in last week's episodes, which I think is going to be a theme throughout these episodes, because like if the show's called Fired on Mars, I think he's just going to keep going from job to job until we get some kind of resolution or something with this character. Who knows what that will be, because this feels like a show like BoJack Horseman where you can't have like a happy ending because it just wouldn't work with the style of story. But yeah, I don't know. Jeff gets dumped by his girlfriend, which I think I speak for most people watching the show. I expected that to happen. It's like she clearly didn't have any interest in him, and like she was losing time for him, and he was kind of a mess. Anyways, I think it was pretty obvious she was stringing him along. So next episode, he gets a job working at this rock climb place, or not rock climb, but this with this guy who's a funny character, and they pick up like rocks. That's the job, and he meets one lady there who clearly Jeff kind of gets into, and the moment that he goes over to her place and she says, as a rebound, I knew it was like, we're just drunk. This is going to happen one time. And then it happens one time. It was like, oh. And I was really curious about the Banana Express thing. They didn't really explain that yet. I'm curious if that's going to come back, because they even mentioned earlier in the episode, hey, they're missing food. And then you see that Jeff is kidnapped and kind of initiated into this cult. And that's our cliffhanger. Wow, this show is really interesting. The world of Mars and what's going on here, and now they're really setting up a mystery of what's going on, is just awesome. And I'm really excited to see what happens throughout the show. And I'm really shocked about the show because, again, HBO, these Max original animated shows, they just drop trailers like the week before they come out. They don't really do any advertising, and then it just kind of comes out. And it could be really good, or it could be a fucking mess. And it's good. A really good one. And I didn't hate Velma as much as other people, but I mean, that show was kind of a mess, and so it's nice to see another really good show on their track record. Hopefully enough people watch this show that we can get more. I don't know, seems a little bit niche, but I also think the most people will sit down to watch this show will probably really enjoy it. It's a really good show.